Hello bearded bee people, welcome back to the B&K's Bees channel for another episode of Random Inspection Friday. These hives, this one and this one, were out at a pumpkin patch for the last few weeks as a very, very small pollination contract, so I haven't been into them for a while. Looks good so far. A lot of bees up top. Looks very good. That was a brood frame. I didn't expect it to have any brood on it. Certainly hope I didn't roll the queen against the side of the box. Oh, now I'll be happy to see the queen somewhere else in the box because I certainly rolled some bees. That's why you always try to grab one that you know you're not going to roll, but usually you can be pretty certain that you're not going to roll the queen if you're grabbing one of the frames on the far end. Like I said, I did not expect that to be brood. Just little patch brood, interspersed with bee bread, nectar, and honey. There's a bigger patch of brood. There's the queen. That was a nice looking brood frame. They've largely hatched out of the center area there. Got some honey in both corners. Nice solid looking brood frame there. So this is looking pretty good. Glad to see the queen on a different frame. Patchy brood that I don't really like to see. Normally, you want to see the solid brood patterns like the frame that I just showed you guys, but this is certainly not solid. This is an older frame though, so obviously the more recent brood is solid. Guess there are a lot of different reasons why that could be the case. There could have been honey or nectar in some of those cells. There's a lot of brood in the open cells here, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I don't think that there's a brood disease or anything. But normally a spotty brood pattern like that should at least give you pause. But don't take one frame as a generalization for the whole hive, because then you can pull out the next frame and have it look like that, and have your worry kind of dwindle away. There's a little bit of patchiness up there, but that's not too bad. Looks pretty good. A lot of honey on that frame. Nectar and capped brood and open brood, and a lot of honey on the sides. I'm going to set this frame off to the side because I am going to give them another box. It's mid-August right now, so whether they'll use that other box or not before the end of the year, I don't know. I will condense if they don't. I won't leave an empty box on top of them. But I am going to feed a lot, and the goldenrod flow has just started, so they very well might take to it. There's another brood frame. Not completely drawn out, but where it is, it's filled with nectar and brood. Looks alright. Small patch of brood, mostly nectar. Small patch of brood surrounded by nectar and honey. Alright, so I'm going to set this one aside as well. And I'm going to go grab another box. I'll be right back. Okay, this is all nectar. That's going to go up to the top as well. Alright, so seeing as the frame that was here is a bulky one and this one's thinner, I'm going to put this one right here rather than bringing it up to the top, just because it fits better. And I'll bring the other one up. Alright, now I've got a couple drawn ones. 1, 2, 3 drawn frames. I'm going to flank the outsides with blank ones. Start bringing these in. Alright, this is brood and food. This is brood and food. And then this last one is just that small patch of brood. and mostly honey. Alright, so these guys just got back from making us some money and they look alright. Like I said, it's mid-August, so everything's slowing down. Brood production's slowing down a little bit. It's part of the reason why we make late season splits. Have more young bees going in the winter, but that's a different video entirely. So this one looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. No immediate causes for concern. That one spotty brood frame wasn't enough to convince me of anything. There were enough good-looking brood frames to take away my fear. So thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another episode of Random Inspection Friday.